Tá, beleza. Retornando, terminei de fazer o que eu precisava. Estamos em... Ah, tá na fábrica de naves. Precisava falar com um cara que tem aqui, ó. Fale com Nia Kalu.
I don't want to hear any complaints.
Excuse me. A little desperate here.
I remember meeting Ron Hope once. Idealistic
Todos
and
os que
perhaps
tem
a
nome
bit of a
assim é
dreamer.
porque tem alguma coisa
But you have to admire what he's accomplished.
com eles. De missão, uma coisa... Olha só, uma loja de armas.
Ron Hope's the best thing that's happened to us.
Aumenta levemente o alcance e a precisão de armas Combatec. Ok. É bom achar essas coisinhas. Essa lojinha é legal, hein?
Payday is always a good day.
Just letting off some steam before the next shift.
Ó, a 12 das antigas, ó. Ah, tem toda uma coleção de armas antigas mesmo. Antigas que eu digo da época que usavam na Terra.
You here for commerce? Or another bored tourist?
Deixa eu ver o que você
Some
tem.
rules. If there's one place there's some law and order in this town, it's here. Don't even think about stealing anything. No
Nossa,
hacking.
acabei
The
de
price is
chegar,
the
você vai
price.
falando que eu vou roubar
And
alguma coisa.
might be some other rules. Don't be an ass. I didn't start this way. Got myself robbed a few times, swindled a couple. So now I look out for number one. And it's not like there's anywhere else on this rock to buy weapons. You may be thinking this place is a dump, but the hardware isn't. Lots of customers pass through. We got something for everyone. That's what I'm here for.
Tá bom, né? Vamos ver se o que você tem é bom mesmo. Seu miserável. Não tem nada lendário aqui, ó, pra começar. Você mentiu. Ó, aqui, ó. Pistola da velha terra, tá vendo? Faquinha. Grendel com mira. Laser. Isso é arma de bandido. Arma de pirata, né? Isso é da velha terra. Também. É, não tem nada muito bom aqui não. Talvez munição. Tem trajes. Não. Mochila não. Capacete horroroso. Vestuário. Que é isso aí? Bonezinho, roupinha normal. Bandana. Essa roupinha até que é legal, mas não quero. Munição. Ai, qual que era a munição para aquela arma mesmo? É, 7.5 brilho quente, é essa aqui mesmo. Essa aqui eu não vou comprar, ainda não preciso. Deixa eu ver se eu tenho que vender alguma coisa. Capacetes, tinha capacete para vender. Esse e esse. Isso aqui abre? Olha, você não acha ruim de eu vir aqui. Ah, vambora.
Pardon.
Okay, hello.
Keep an eye on your valuables. If you can't protect your own, you don't belong here.
You made it. Those outlaws didn't give you too much trouble, I trust?
Ah, mas eu... Como assim? Eu saí. Aquela hora eu saí. Eu saí, fiquei esse tempo todo que eu tava ali, também assistindo sua transmissão, eu saí. Eu tava só vendo lá e fazendo outras coisas. Problema nenhum, eles lutaram bem, mas saí com a vitória no fim. Tive sorte de sobreviver, uma coisa de cada vez, como você tá.
I can walk, talk, and breathe without too much pain. That's good enough for me. Good. I'm sure it didn't hurt that I softened him up for you. You've got good timing. A courier just came in from Aquila. The Marshal sends his regards along with a briefing on your case. I was surprised as hell to learn about the starship theft. Nobody said a word to me about it. Anyway, Mr. Hope can see us whenever you're ready. If you need to take a little time first, feel free.
Ok, vamos falar com Hope, quer explorar o lugar primeiro. Ninguém da Hope Tech registrou ocorrência de roubo da nave?
No, and I can't get answers as to why not. I'm sure Mr. Hope has his reasons. Sure, I'll be right here when you want to head up.
Tá bom, quero explorar primeiro. Aqui tem umas miniaturas das naves que eles vendem, né?
Ron Hope certainly embodies the saying, spared no expense.
Então. Deixa eu só sentar aqui por um momento. Eu vou resolver umas coisas bem rápidas aqui e já venho.
Ron Hope knows his stuff.
How tough is it to get the job? I have the needs.
The application list is a parsec long. I've been trying to get my brother a job here. He's got a degree in starship engineering. Didn't even score an interview.
To work here? Really?
Hope Tech's the best damn job in the system.
company only uses Hoptech ships. Never
Oba!
had a problem with it.
Quero explorar um pouco o lugar antes. Deixa eu dar um tempinho aqui, eu retornei já, sim. Os painéis e tal, quero explorar um pouquinho antes. Pra ver se eu pego informação. Pra quando eu for falar com o cara lá que é o dono. Fogo é que você pode entrar em qualquer lugar assim, ó, ninguém reclama de nada, ó.
Our
Tá
motto
aqui,
is
ó.
their trucks in space.
Não tem.
Really, you need to hear Mr. Hope say it.
Ó,
Do you need anything?
não acontece nada. Banheiro. E outra, ela te acompanha em todos os lugares. Olha aqui, tá no banheiro também, ó. Hoptech.
You get the credits. We got what you need. Welcome to Hope Tech Sales. Give me your invoice. You got the financing set up already? You don't? Wait, you're a solo outfit, aren't you? Okay. Nice. Well, what you need to know about our ships is they're from stern to bow, built for reliability. Other star yards might got glitz or some weird crazy lines. With Hope Tech, you get people that care about you making that 300th freight run safely and on time.
Uhum. Vou com a cara da Hoptech, sei lá, eu me importo com estética.
A smart person chooses substance over form every time. Sound familiar? So what are you in the market for?
Deixa eu ver as naves que você está
Let me show
vendendo.
you our inventory.
Ó, então aqui só pra você ver. Tem as naves deles aqui. Que são essas aí. Não, vai pra lá. Tá vendo? A cabine é deslocada. É uma nave toda meio torta, né? Porque a cabine tá lá na direita, tá vendo? A direita eu tô considerando como se você estivesse vendo ela daqui, né? Essa é mais centralizada. Mas é pra carga, né? Ó, essa aqui, ó, 6.060 de carga. Deve ser enorme. 4.890 de carga. Cabine deslocada também. 200, essa é menorzinha. Watchdog. Essa aqui, 1.000. Essa é enorme. 1.140 de carga. Isso aqui, 1.900 e tanto. 6.000. Essa aqui é sim, tripulação 5, categoria C. Então não poderia pilotar essa nave, entendeu? E o preço 390 mil. Deixa eu ver o que
You
tem
walk
pra
the
cá.
factory floor? It's impressive stuff.
Ó, tem a placa aqui, mas ninguém reclama que eu entro. Pra cá, entendeu? Aqui é a fábrica das naves, olha que legal.
This is an active industrial site. It would be advisable to wear a hard hat. It would be advisable to vacate this area. Warning. I am programmed to prioritize the completion of my tasks over the safety of nearby humans.
Porra.
Yes, what?
Laboratório de pesquisa. É a fábrica, né? Tem um monte de gente trabalhando, naves sendo feitas. Vamos ver como que é. É grande até. O robozinho fazendo alguma coisa ali. Aqui tem uma estação sendo fabricada também. Vai lá pra... Nossa, é grande a fábrica. Subir ali. Dá pra ver tudo. E ninguém reclamou que eu entrei aqui, né? Quer dizer, o cara, o robozinho falou, sugiro que saia. Aqui já tem uma nave, acho que já tá quase ficando pronto, hein? É bem grande a nave, né? Ah, que legal, ó. Ela tá em cima desses carrinhos aqui, ó. Quando ela terminar, ela vai provavelmente abrir a porta ali. Bota ela pra fora e ela decola. Olha o tamanho disso. Legal, legal, legal. A cabine tá aqui. Tá aqui? Não. Acho que é lá pra cima. Vou voltar lá falar com esse cara aí. Descobrir porque aqui, ó. A gente já sabe que ninguém deu. O que você tá fazendo aqui, moça?
Howdy, hello.
Ninguém avisou a polícia de que a nave foi roubada. Por que será que ninguém avisou a polícia que a nave não foi roubada? Será que é porque eles têm a ver com isso?
We'd be dust, except for the factory.
Desidratação, usar máquina. Sabia que ia ficar sem algumas coisas, ó, que eu tenho aqui, ó. Laranja. Toma um desse. Come um desse. Pronto.
Just want to get all these approvals over with.
How's it going? You ready to head
Vamos
upstairs?
falar com ele, vamos.
His office is upstairs. He's in a meeting, but it should be wrapping up. Come on. I'm guessing the Marshal already told you this, but I'll say it anyway. Ron Hope isn't just the founder and president of Hope Tech. He's on the Council of Governors. The Council oversees the Freestar Rangers, so don't rile him up. I've spent a long time trying to build a good relationship with Hope. He comes on a little strong, but there's a lot to admire about the man. Everything you see around you, he built. Pretty much everyone in this town owes him for their
Nothing good ever comes from him.
Can't begin to imagine the kind of pressure that must put on someone. All I'm saying is, try to show a little respect.
Mm-hmm.
All the way up. Is it just me, or does every executive in the settled systems have an office on the top? I guess being above everyone makes them feel like they're
above everyone.
Sorry,
Opa.
I have a mountain of work to do.
Cubic Field. Não funciona. Os funcionários estão sem comida, seu miserável.
Just keep it holstered. We'll get along fine.
That's a decision that's got to be made upstairs.
Talk to Elaine about the scavengers. It's not a bad idea, provided we get a good deal. And I don't mean a fair deal. I mean a good deal. Remember, it's not just our bottom line that matters. We're also responsible for the welfare of everyone in the factory. We look out for our people here, Burchett. That's a point of great personal pride.
Excuse me, Mr. Hope?
Well now, the Freestar Rangers. At last! Ah, damn good to see you. I think we're done here, Burchett.
Yes, sir.
This is the deputy I told you about.
Splendid. Splendid! It's a noble calling being a Freestar Ranger. We certainly could use more of you.
Fale com non-Hope. Tô aqui já pra falar com você. Tem que atravessar, né? Tem que vir pra cá.
Let's get down to it, shall we? Time is money. I'm sure I don't have to tell you what an outrage it is to have a ship stolen right out of the factory. Justice must be done, and the sooner the better. That's good news. I'll send my people over to bring it home. Of course, that doesn't mean your work is done. I want the thief found and prosecuted to the full extent of the law. I'm sure I don't need to remind you of my position on the Council of Governors. Then, I trust that you know what I expect of you. Now, tell me that you've at least got a lead of some kind. Hmm? Now, what happened after the ship was taken doesn't concern me. What does concern me is making sure that this doesn't happen again. Well, I'm not sure I can be much help, but I'll answer whatever questions I can. Because I told them not to. If word got out, it would do irreparable harm to our image. I'm in fierce competition with other starship manufacturers. Any sign of weakness could be fatal. What's more, every starship thief in the settled systems would likely flock to Hopetown and start planning the next heist. No, nothing at all. It was just a standard HopeTech cargo holder. Not that it didn't have great value, mind you. HopeTech builds some of the most durable and reliable starships in the settled systems. Now, you can bet my ships last twice as long as anything Stroud Eklund makes. We questioned everyone who was in the building when it happened, and not one person seems to have seen anything at all. Frankly, I think that's both highly unlikely and more than a little suspicious. However, I can't deny there are times when the hangar is empty, so it's not inconceivable the thief could have slipped in unseen. What? Nonsense! We vet our people thoroughly here. HopeTech holds its employees to the very highest standards. Nevertheless, I suppose I could have Cosette conduct a thorough personnel review. Rest assured, if we turn up any evidence that one of our people was an accomplice, I'll let you know. Very well. I need you to understand something, Deputy. This town is home to men, women, and children who depend on HopeTech for a living. I provide jobs that put food on their tables and a roof over their heads. It's a responsibility that I take very seriously. If word gets out about the stolen ship, my investors will lose trust, and my workers will pay the price. I can't allow that.
Well, heavy is the head that wears the crown. I'm sure the burden of responsibility for your workers is an inconvenience, Mr. Hope. But the deputy has responsibilities as well.
Despite what you think, I have great respect for the badge and the difficult choices that come with it. But my primary concern is for the welfare of my people.
Nada do que você falou aí vai mudar minha decisão na hora que eu descobrir o que aconteceu de verdade, tá? Bem neutro, vou falar. Eu falei, eu sei da sua posição lá nos governadores.
I hope so.
I'm sorry to interrupt, Mr. Hope, but there's been a development.
Not now, Cosette. I'm in the middle of something.
But sir, we have new information. I've just received a report that the stolen ship was seen landing at Neon just after the theft.
A breakthrough at last. Well, Deputy, it sounds like you'll be heading to Neon, which means I can get back to work. Remember what we discussed. My people are depending on you.
Hey, can I get a word?
Sim, vamos conversar ali. A gente ainda não sabe por que os caras estavam. Primeiro, quem roubou.
That wasn't as helpful as it could have been. Still, at least you know where to pick up the trail.
Cosette, we had to break up a scuffle among some of the engineers. The timetables got everyone on edge.
Let's hope. So, guess you're headed for Neon. There's a ranger station there. Name's Jalen Price. He's a little different than the rest of us. But Neon's a different kind of place.
Mr. Hope's protection and welfare is my sole concern. If we distract ourselves with other matters, our edge dulls. But if something happens right in front of my people...
He should be able to help you out. Well, we've both got work to do. It was good to meet you, Deputy. Thanks again for helping me out up there.
Fique de olhos ouvidos atentos. Não sei se a gente sabe a história toda ainda.
Yeah, the question of who helped the starship thief is still an open one. Don't you worry. I'll keep an ear to the ground. You be careful in Neon.
Tá, primeiro eu quero ver se eu encontro aquela moça. Primeiro você, vem cá. Tá falando pra eu ir pra Neon, mas eu não vou ainda.
Visit to HopeTech. If you'll excuse me, I am on duty. Mr. Hope is a vital part of not only Polvo, but of the entire Freestar collective. Sorry, I can't talk now.
Tá bom. Eu não posso acessar o computador dele. Mas eu quero ver se eu encontro aquela outra moça que tava aqui a hora que eu cheguei. É aquela ali, ó.
Those jackasses on line A are gonna be the death of me. You missed the tour? Yeah, this is where it happens. Listen, I ain't exactly customer facing, so just go on your way and neither of us will get in trouble.
Prefiro o resumo direto em vez do falatório de marketing.
I don't have time for niceties or damned manners. I know one thing, how to ride these blockheads until we make something good. You do? Well, I guess we'll see. So here is the factory floor, where you get to see me wrangle a bunch of morons into, oh, I don't know, doing their damn job. Most of them are farmers, come here to make it rich. It's my job to drum some experience in them, kicking and screaming if need be. If you want to ask questions, make it quick. We got a tight delivery coming up.
Ah, agora chegou na parte que eu queria. Então você que comanda. Fala
Paul
sobre
was
ele.
just some nowhere dead ender until Ron Hope had a dream. Let's build sturdy, dependable ships. No nonsense, none of that damn Tayo glitz and glamour. Just a ship that flies right and will get you where you need going. Ron Hope's a goddamned hero.
Sério?
This ain't no highfalutin New Atlantis desk job where everyone gets their after-bleeding noon tea. This is Polvo. We work for a living. If you think this is tough, you try farming in the tundra. Believe me, these blockheads got it good. Every rivet, every piece of plating goes through my team. If you've got a Hope Tech ship, it means I've crawled through every inch of her at least once. Just stay safe on my floor, all right?
É, ela disse uma coisa que eu não achava que ela ia falar, mas... O cara é um herói. Vamos continuar a pesquisa aí, porque...
Ron Hope's a damn hero in my book.
Acho que vocês foram pagos pra falar a mesma coisa.
Welcome to Hope Tech. How can I direct you? Miss Anaya can take care of you. She's to my left on this floor. If you have an appointment with Ron Hope, he's on the top floor. He's very busy, so if you don't have a meeting scheduled, he may not be available. If you need anything else, just grab me.
Tá.
As long as you keep the peace, you're good in my book.
Okay, hello.
Folks from all over the Freestar Collective come here looking for work. Not usually. Local security handles most of their issues. Every once in a while, though, we need access to sensitive information as part of our work. Badge or not, some folks aren't fond of letting us poke around in their books and personnel files. Honestly, though, it's not that common. Most people are willing to work with us because they know it's in everyone's best interest. Think of it as a small picture, big picture proposition. The small picture is local trouble, things that happen here in Hopetown. Handling that is local security's job. We Rangers protect the entire Freestar collective, so we deal with problems that span multiple worlds. Smuggling rings, escaped convicts, pirates preying on shipping. Those are the kind of things we handle. That's why there are Rangers stationed in different settlements. It lets us cast a wide net. Bye.
Opa. Recarrega e saca armas Laredo com mais 5% de velocidade de forma permanente. Tá certo. No caso, essa é uma Laredo. Tá bom. Então a gente vai lá falar com outro cara da Freestar. Ó, a nave roubada da Hoptech que os mercenários da primeira estavam usando foi avistada em Neon. A cidade dos prazeres. O ladrão ainda é minha melhor pista para descobrir o que a primeira está tramando. Eu vou precisar falar com o patrulheiro Jalen Price para começar a busca.
Engines?
Approaching ship. You've entered Freestar Collective space. Maintain your current course while we scan for contraband. That's all we need. Enjoy Neon.
Ah, o jogo tirou uma foto automática minha andando na cidade lá, de carro.
Landing struts primed, retros firing.
Hey, you need something?
Meio cyberpunk, né? A habilidade aqui é alta.
See that shroud covering Neon? Believe it or not, you're looking at the only city in the settled systems that powers itself from lightning. Looks like some sort of checkpoint ahead. It's probably designed to suck the credits directly from your pocket.
Oxi.
Cut the act. Sniffers picked up the Aurora you're carrying the second you stepped through.
All right, get up slowly and turn around. Try to run and we open fire.
Ô louco. Tô descendo aqui, vou ficar com minha arma também.
So, what was the plan, Nesha? Smuggle the Aurora into Aquila City or New Atlantis?
No, I just forgot I was carrying it, is all. Honest mistake, right?
Can't
settle this right here. I can pay the usual.
We don't make the rules. That's Administrator Bayou's job. Now, shut up and start walking.
Move it. Let's go.
Security's got its eyes on Saburo Okadigbo. That guy's trouble for the status quo, if you know what I mean.
Prenderam o cara aqui, ó. E como é que é, né? E abriu uma missão ali à parte para poder ir lá falar com ele na cadeia. Aham. Temos aqui a Astral Lounge, que é a baladinha, cobertura da Suite Sky, que eu posso ter pra mim também. Terra Brew, Enhance, muda o rosto, um hotelzinho, Empório, Sighart, Outfitters. Hã? Esse cara, esse Sighart aqui não é um personagem do Skyrim, o ferreiro? Acho que é, hein? Só não lembro onde é que ele fica, mas eu acho que tem um ferreiro no Skyrim que chama Sighart. Autoridade comercial, armas, comidas, nails and goods. Que isso? Bom, sair e vou pra esquerda.
Well, with all signs pointing to the Astral Lounge, I suppose we should pay it a visit. Purely for exploratory purposes, of course.
Caramba.
Interesting. This district certainly provides evidence that Ryujin's influence has spread from their tower and out into the city.
Hey, I don't care who you work for. You can't just... Oh, you're the rookie, aren't you? The one and only. Well, the Marshal's message said you were following a lead about a stolen ship. Truth is, a lot of stolen goods flow through here, but this city is real good at keeping its secrets, even from us. You can count on my help if you play by the rules. This isn't Aquila City. The badge doesn't carry the same weight here. The people who run this place aren't overly concerned about the law. Our job is to keep the peace, make sure the violence doesn't get out of hand. The last thing anyone around here wants is some hotshot deputy looking in every dark corner.
Law enforcement isn't exactly welcome in Neon, but that shouldn't deter you from your duty.
Não vou causar problemas. Quem é o dono desse lugar?
That would be Benjamin Bayou. He's out to squeeze every credit he can from the people of this city. He doesn't much care who gets hurt in the process. He's also got a seat on the Council of Governors, which proves that if you've got enough credits, you can buy anything you want.
Não vou causar problemas, mas
I
assim.
can't believe this. You're shirking your responsibility based on what this fool thinks. You have a lot to learn about duty and honor.
Your stolen ship would have had to land at the spaceport. If it was right off the factory floor, it would have stood out. There's a guy I know, Billy Clayton, does maintenance work around the... Hey, I don't... Oh. The one and only. Well, the Marshal's message said you were following... Truth is... You can count on my... This isn't the people who run it. Our job, the last thing...
Law enforcement isn't exactly welcome in Neon, but that shouldn't deter you from your duty.
Rookies.
I'm proud of you. Without duty and honor, you'd have nothing left.
Your stolen ship would have had to land at the spaceport. If it was right off the factory floor, it would have stood out. There's a guy I know, Billy Clayton, does maintenance work around the city and keeps an eye on ship traffic for me. I'll introduce you, but don't expect a favor. Even if it doesn't cost credits, nothing in Neon is free.
Me leva até o Billy Clayton. Billy Clayton. Você tem certeza que esse informante é de confiança? Você recebe muita visita desejada? Algum conselho para atuar em Neon com o suplente de patrulha? Você não tem medo que seu distintivo torne você um alvo por aqui? Esse cara é corrupto também, né? No mínimo. Foi você quem escolheu esse posto de Neon?
Believe it or not, yeah, it was. My mother's an executive with Ryujin, so I grew up here. I volunteered for this post as much to keep the other Rangers out of trouble as any other reason. If some hotshot rookie took this job and started flashing the badge everywhere, it wouldn't end well. Nah, I've got friends in high places, so to speak. I'm the son of a Ryujin Industries executive. Maybe you've heard of her. Name's Alexis Price. There's a sort of fragile peace here in Neon. It's better for everyone if the syndicates and the corporations coexist with minimum friction. Of course, Neon's full of desperate people who have nowhere else to turn. For some, it's the drugs. For others, it's gambling. There are a lot of ways to lose everything in this city. My rule is simple. If someone brought it on themselves, I don't get involved.
É, e se alguém te pagar um por fora, você também fica quietinho, né?
Rangers are supposed to exercise good judgment. I'm one person here. I can't help everybody. The best I can do is try to protect the ones who are innocent. And believe me, it's a full-time job.
Pelo que você tá falando, não tem ninguém inocente aqui.
This is Neon. There are no guarantees, and who I find trustworthy changes on a daily basis. Talk to him or don't, it's your call. Come on.
Esse cara é meio suspeito. Não dá pra acessar o computador dele? Eu quero arranjar alguma prova pra mandar esse cara pro buraco já. típico, faço o que eu posso. É o melhor que dá. Aham. Aqui, ó. Recarrega e saca armas Laredo com mais 5. Ah, mais um daquilo lá. Vamos com ele lá, vai.
That was pretty impressive how you volunteered to help out with the bank heist in Aquila City. Yeah, I read all the reports. You learn quickly that in Neon, staying informed and staying alive are closely linked. What stood out to me was that you didn't lose a single hostage. No wonder the Marshal tried to recruit you right away. If he hadn't, it would have made him look like a fool, having some random stranger step in and do the job he couldn't. Now, if someone tried to hold up a bank here, they'd be gunned down without a moment's hesitation. Hostages or not. There are two things you don't do in Neon. One, you don't mess with Bayou's money, and two, you don't take Aurora off-world. I mean to impress that upon you. Because the fact that you think justice is absolute concerns me, Deputy. It's never that simple. Justice...
Cortou o que ele tava falando no meio.
Hey, Billy, got a second?
What? Oh, it's you. Gave me a good scare. I thought you were one of Goodman's people.
Sure, far from it. Our new deputy here is working a case, and I thought you might be able to help. Take it away, rookie.
What do you need? A stolen Hope-Tech ship, huh? Well, here's the thing. Neon's got no end of shipjackers. I see them come and go every day. It's tough for a guy to remember one from the other. Know what I mean?
I suppose we shouldn't be surprised that he's asking for something in return.
Yeah, well, I'm one of them. I can help you. But right now, my life is in danger, and I haven't even done anything wrong. Freestar Rangers are supposed to protect the innocent, right? Please, just hear me out, okay? I need to know I can count on you. Then you need to hear this. It's about my brother. He died while still in debt to a syndicate loan shark by the name of Emmett Goodman. Now, Goodman's coming after me to collect. He says if I don't pay up, I'm a dead man.
Well, that's terrible. You shouldn't be responsible for your brother's debts.
Yeah? Well, tell that to Goodman, because he doesn't seem to care. He just wants his money. I swear it on my best set of wrenches. Goodman's holed up in one of the warehouses on Epside. Place is locked up tight, but there's a guard who watches the door, and he's got the key.
I'll stay with Billy in case Goodman's men come to collect. They're not stupid enough to tangle with me.
Give a joke. Say those Baroon zealots worship a snake.
This is private property. You'd better keep walking. This is private property. Do you now? You may think so, but I don't. Yeah, sure they do. I'm getting tired of telling you that isn't going to happen. Maybe you've got hearing problems. I don't know. I said you ain't getting in here, and I meant it. Now get lost! Nah, I don't think so. Neon's got a ranger, and you ain't him. As long as you behave yourself and don't overstay your welcome, I don't see the harm in a quick visit. Here, this will get you in.
the hell you want?
Well now, look here. Well now, always happy to have a visitor. Tell me, what brings you by, friend? Little light on credits, are you? It's awful kind of you to intervene on my behalf, but I think I have the matter well in hand. Thank you all the same for your concern.
What an absolute imbecile. He's clearly mocking us.
Vamos lá. Você sabe que aquele moleque não tem como pagar a dívida, perdoe essa. O Billy não tem nada, não te deve nada. A dívida era do irmão dele. Não me provoque, não tô com saco hoje.
Oh, I intend you no offense. It just seems to me that you're trying to get involved in business that ain't yours. What's your stake in this anyway? If you think I'm afraid of some loudmouth deputy, you've got a lot to learn. Then offer me something I want, and I'll consider it.
Nossa, o cara parece que... O Billy mal consegue ficar em pé. A patrulha pode dificultar demais a sua vida se a gente quiser.
Let's just calm down now.
É. Se encurralar aquele garoto pode acabar tornando ele perigoso.
You got something, and something's better than nothing. Seems to me like you're a long way from Aquila City. You come walking in here drunk on your newfound authority, thinking I'm some small-time crook you can push around. Maybe it's time I show you how we resolve disagreements here in Neon.
Gonna make them pay.
Got all worked up for nothing. Let's see if they've got anything worth taking. If you're searching them, make it quick.
Bom e velho tiroteio. Não tive culpa. O que a gente faz ali na base da bala?
Yeah. I know this place. Not sure.
Agora como é que eu chego no lugar lá de novo? Não sei. Vamos ver. Sai aqui, atravessa. Aqui, ó.
Talk of how great they are, how their unit almost won the war. Did you talk to Goodman?
Uh-huh.
Someone really should bring it up with the powers that be.
Well, have you got any proof? When a ranger says they're gonna do something, they do it. Now start talking.
Okay. Time for me to keep my end of the bargain. The woman you're looking for is named Grace Early. Stealing ships is her line of work. She usually comes here to sell the goods. Rumor has it she just finished a job for some mercenary outfit. She's been throwing money around, so must have paid well.
I know her. When she isn't out on a job, she's a regular at Madame Sauvage's. That's on the upper platform. I'll back you up.
Tá bom. Então vamos nesse lugar aí. Madame Sauvage. Ah, eu passei na frente dele agora. Elevador.
Clover
Esse
over
bar
at
que tá tocando a
Kirkland.
música.
She's too good for Neon. Sounds like she's trying to help someone or something. Honestly, I kind of tuned her out.
You ever just feel like none of this matters?
Where the fun never stops. In the city that never sleeps. What can you do?
Madame Sauvages.
Look, I ain't gonna stand around here all day, right? You want the stuff or not?
I'm still interested, but you're asking almost double the going rate.
What? You think this stuff falls from the sky?
Look, I've bought Aurora on the street before, and I've never paid this much.
Still cheaper than buying it at the
Velocity
Astromark.
after a rough shift at Cena.
This is the
You
last
should
time.
forget about his stink.
I'm walking away. You want this stuff or not?
I'll transfer the credits and make a payment in neutrals.
Oh, great. A Freestar Ranger and his... What are you? A sidekick or something? Well, I'm sure your mom is real proud. So how come I'm talking to the sidekick instead of the ranger?
This is the deputy's case.
Is that so? And you had to bring backup just for little old me? I'm flattered. Anyway, this ain't my first interrogation, so let's just get on with it. Aw, ain't you polite? I'm guessing this is the part where you tell me that you've got questions and that you expect me to answer them. That sound about right? All right. So I jacked a ship. It was just a little fun. I didn't even keep it. It was a job. I turned it over to some men, and they took off for who knows where. End of story. Nothing I did put anyone in danger, okay? Hey, all I did was provide them with transportation. They didn't say anything about where they were going or why. Look, I wouldn't have got involved if I thought anyone would be hurt. I've got no love for violence.
Not asking questions is just as bad as giving consent. If that woman had been killed, you'd be an accessory to murder. Did you think about that?
No, I guess I didn't. I do want to make things right. I was approached by a woman named Maya Cruz. Said she was a senior member of the First and that she had a job for me. She was working with someone inside Hope Tech and pitched me on the idea of jacking a ship right out of the factory. We were deep into planning the job when she had some kind of medical emergency. She said she needed surgery and would be in recovery for a long time. That was a few weeks ago. Haven't heard from her since. No, but it sounded serious. She was upset. Seemed kind of shaken, you know? Didn't seem right I should pry, so I didn't. Not long after that, I got a message from a guy named Marco. He said he was the money man for the First, and he offered half up front. Never met him directly, though. It was always through intermediaries and using encrypted slates. Got the feeling he was paranoid as hell.
Do you have one of those encrypted slates on you right now?
Yeah. Here. Take it. I'm done with all this. Anything else you want to know? Yeah, sure.
Next time you're at the Rock, you should give that encrypted slate to Ranger Alex Shadid. He's got a gift for cryptography. If anyone could crack that slate, it'll be him. I'm gonna head back. Good luck, Deputy.
Then I'm free to go. Suits me. I'm getting too old for this line of work. Besides, I'm going out on a high note. Ain't many can say they grabbed a ship right out of Hope Tech. Should make a good story for the kids one day.
Wasn't doing anything.
Oba! Tô indo atrás das informações. Eu vim aqui no Madame Sauvage. Aqui, ó.
Madame Sauvages.
Eu peguei as informações, descobri que essa moça que eu tava conversando agora foi que roubou a nave e vendeu pra alguém. E ela me deu um negócio criptografado que eu preciso descobrir o que tem nele. Agora eu tô me perdendo aqui. Não sei como é que... Aqui, ó.
Whoa. Bad part of town, buddy. I'm gonna do you a favor. Head back to Bayou Plaza before the disciples get you.
Quem?
A gang. Worst gang there is. They'll stab you for kicks, taking bets on how long you squeal before you bleed out. And that's not a hyper whatchamacallit. They seriously did that. Poor Ted. Hey, it's your ass, not mine on the line. Whole area's gone to hell. Us crate rats used to think the Ebbside strikers were awful, with all the muggings and shakedowns, but now that they're on the ropes, kinda wish they weren't just holed up in Madame Sauvage's. Streets are getting bad. Real bad. Well, you'll find them at Madame Sauvage's. They're always holding auditions, as they call it. Looking for new blood. So, for being so helpful, chance for a donation. Come on, might be saving my life. But with the disciples and all, have a heart.
1000? Toma aí, velho.
Hey, thanks. Look, I mean it. Go back to the plaza. Ain't nothing but shit and misery over here.
When you have a few minutes, there's something I'd like to discuss. Thanks for taking time to chat. I really need a friendly ear right about now. I received a message from Constellation, and it's given me a lot to think about.
Se for alguma emergência, podemos ir até lá agora mesmo.
No, it's nothing like that. It's just a list of requests. Things I would normally handle if I was there. But I'm not. I'm out here instead, with you. Something like that. It's difficult to explain. Before I joined Constellation, I served for 8 years as the head of the Navigator Corps, until the UC decided to axe the department. Yeah, I suppose painful is an appropriate way to put it. You see, the top brass demanded press-worthy discoveries to justify the spending, and money was tight after the war. Shutdown was inevitable. At the end of the day, I was in charge, so the blame obviously fell on my shoulders. Yeah? You once told me that you favored the journey over the destination. So I'm hoping you'll understand what I'm trying to say. I failed because I was more concerned about exploring the stars than pushing a pencil. Because of my lack of foresight, all I ended up with was a shuttered division and a bunch of excuses. That's just it, though. Did I push too hard? Did they shut us down because I wasn't quietly sitting at my desk approving meaningless memos? We'll never know. Well, that brings us to this message now, doesn't it? Call it whatever you want. My drive, my initiative, my optimism. It's been my greatest strength and my worst nightmare. It elevates me to these positions of authority, but all I want to do is explore, not sit and make sure the accounts are balanced. Yes, exactly. If it's obvious to you, imagine how obvious it is to someone like Barrett or Mateo. Oh, they must be itching to replace me by now. God damn it. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. Oh, here you are trying to help me and I'm yelling at you. You have to understand. Once Aja retired, I lost the only person that gave a damn.
Oh. Agora já é a segunda vez que aparece a opção, né?
Look, it's clear that you have feelings for me. It's just I've never had time for this sort of thing in my life. Please, it's not you. It's me. I'm just not ready to get that close. I can't. Not now. But thank you for being there and listening. It helped. It really did.
Baby. Vamos pra nave.
Captain, where are we headed next?
Vai levar as informações. O cara vê o que tem no cartão criptografado. Tem que descobrir ainda estou na Freestar.
I have things for you.
O que você
You've
tem pra
got
mim?
something for me? I should start charging for my services. Sure, go ahead.
Não, não era isso que eu queria fazer, não.
So long.
Eu só saí. Vamos lá entregar o cartão criptografado logo.
Something to report?
Não.
Just let me drink in peace.
Akil is really the heart of the Freestar Collective.
A year or two back, I shared a drink with Ron. That man can
Pera. Onde é o lugar?
We got a lot of bars in the city,
Já?
all class joints.
Em cima.
Look who it is. Ooh, looks like you've got some fines to clear up.
Pagar 99 créditos, itens roubados não são confiscados. Eu pago multa.
Good.
Ah, não sabia que dava
I'll
pra
take
fazer
any
isso.
stolen property or contraband you might be carrying, and we'll be done here.
Legal, não sabia que dava pra
I
fazer.
wondered
Não.
when you might come by. I'm Alex. Nia's report said you were heading for Neon? I've always wanted to go there. What did you think? What? You serious? Well, that's a first. I guess not everyone likes to have a good time. Speaking of which, on to business. So how'd it go? Turn up anything useful? Oh, come to daddy, my sweet little mystery slate. I see lots of coffee and late nights ahead. Now, if you get any more of these, bring them to me. It helps if I can compare different instances of the encryption they're using. Just look for me up here. I have no life, so I'm not usually hard to find. It'll take as long as it takes. You can't rush a job like this. One thing I can promise you, though, is that it'll go a lot faster if I don't have to answer silly questions. Oh, I will. I guarantee it.
Fale com Daniel Blake. Eu acho que era pra cá. Pra cá. Aqui não. Quem abriu isso? Aqui.
Let's talk for a minute. Welcome back. Any luck finding out who stole that ship from Hope Tech?
Mm-hmm.
Glad you got a chance to meet him. Sounds like you're making real progress. Good. Stay focused on the task at hand and don't take your eye off the target. That's how a ranger should think. What did you learn from this starship thief? Well done, Deputy. Sounds like you've got a couple of new leads to follow up on. I have a guess who Marco might be. I served with Maya Cruz. She's a technical genius and an expert hacker. I could give you some background if you want it, or we can go straight to planning your next move. Like what? Most likely place would be the clinic. It's in Freestar Collective space and provides the best medical services credits can buy. They also guarantee privacy, so it's an ideal place for someone trying to keep a low profile. Ranger Ben Armistead is posted there. I'll send him an update on the situation. Around the time he got out of jail, we started hearing Marco's name in circulation. Word is he's heading up a smuggling racket. Based on what you've learned, I'd presume he's funneling his ill-gotten gains to the first. Ranger Autumn McMillan is out at Red Mile right now looking into the smuggling operation. I suggest you pool your resources. Just remember, that's outside Freestar Collective space, so we've got no jurisdiction there. Your priority is to gather more intel about the First. What are they planning? Who are they working for? Where are they headquartered? Just remember that your targets were locked up because they were loyal to their unit. They think the Freestar Collective betrayed them. In other words, you ain't gonna get a warm welcome, so be careful. Good hunting, Deputy.
Obrigado. Preso. Tá. Primeiro já passou o efeito das coisas que eu comi. Putz, grila. Agora dividiu aqui, ó. Então eu vou começar essa parte aqui depois. Eu vou também dar uma pausa agora. Eu vou continuar aqui nessa da Freestar aqui, ó.